Welcome back to the channel again. Before I start today's video, I just want to give a quick thanks to everyone who has supported the channel and increased our subscriber rate from 1,000 to 2,000 in a matter of just 1 month. So I'm very grateful for all your support. Today we're going to cover how do you level up breath, health and strength. These are the 3 attributes that is very important in Black Desert Online as you progress on later, and I will teach you how to go about doing it, and I will also give you tips on what you can do to speed up the process. Now, your guild will also be able to help you, so make sure you stay tuned to this video. Finally, at the end of the video, I'll also be giving you guys extra tips and special announcement to a few things that I'm going to inform you guys about. So stay tuned to the end of the video and we will begin right now. The first thing you want to do is to check your profile by pressing P on your keyboard, and then you want to make sure that you are on the basic tab as well as the battle stats. Under the battle stats, you will see fitness, breath, strength, and health. These are the 3 elements that we are going to cover today. And you also want to know the levels. For example, I have one that is level 5 breath, level 1 strength, and level 1 health. Now, the important thing is that as long as all these levels are below 30, okay, 30, your guild can actually help you train the levels, and the guild needs to have either the guild leader or the officer to help you purchase a potion from the guild manager. So right here we are actually in Valia, and opposite the marketplace there is actually the guild manager NPC. From here the leader or the officer just needs to interact with this merchant, click the guild shop icon, and the potions I'm talking about earlier on is actually juices, which comes in the form of orange juice, grape juice, and wild berry juice. Now, if you look at the orange portion of the description, it will show you what it does. Okay, so for the wild berry juice, it increases breath. For the green grape juice, it increases strength. And lastly, the orange juice increases Health EXP. To purchase them, all you need to do is select them, go to buy multiples. You can perhaps buy about 200 each. The next one, buy about maybe 200 each. And the last one, again, buy 200 each. Before I move on, it is important for you to understand, if your guild has just been formed and is a new guild, you may not have that much guild funds to actually purchase all this juice, because each piece of it actually costs 300,000 silver. So there are some guilds which are larger, but they may prefer to only buy this for main characters and not for sub characters. So it is best for you to actually check with the officers and the guild leader before you request for such items. Once the purchasing of the juice is done, the guild officer or leader just need to press G on the keyboard, and then this will bring up the guild window. Select this icon, which is guild storage, and then put in all these purchased juices into the guild storage. Just like this. Right click, select maximum quantity, press OK, and put everything in. I have now swapped to another character, pretending that this is just a normal member, and all I need to do right now is press G to access the guild window again, go to the guild storage, and the juices that are there, members can actually retrieve them by right clicking, select maximum quantity, and that'll be it. Okay, so I'm just gonna do maximum quantity for the time being, just to save time, and after that just escape. The fastest way to consume all the juices is actually to quick slot them. Okay, so you just drag the juice to your skill slots, just like what I'm doing right now. Left click, drag, and let go. So once all the juices are in the quick slot, all you need to do is press P again. Okay, it's a repeated process. And you will look at the levels. Okay, I have level 2, level 1 right now. So I'm going to press the corresponding numbers on the keyboard right now. I'll start with 0. As you can see, I'm pressing. The levels of the health will keep increasing. So I'm just going to increase the speed of the so-called button pressing. I'm just going to spam it like crazy. As you can see, it will constantly increase, and the capacity that it will reach is actually level 30. So just bear with me a little bit. Let me just spam it at a faster rate right now. You could hear my keyboard, I think. So at level 30, it will stop. And this goes for the next one, which is breath and also strength. So the fastest way, like I mentioned, is just to slot it into your quick slot at the bottom of the screen here, and then just hit the corresponding number button. After you're done with all the 30 levels of each attribute, just remember, go back to your guild storage and just put everything back, okay? Because your character can no longer use it, there's no point keeping it, so put it back and share with the rest of the guild. So now that you have leveled all the 3 items to level 30, it's time for us to look at how to go beyond level 30. Let us now look at the first attribute, which is called breath. Breath is actually equivalent to stamina in this game. So what you want to know is this: when you're using certain skills, it will consume stamina. When you are sprinting very fast, it also consumes stamina. So a quick look at what stamina is that when you're running, holding shift, you will see this bar appearing on your screen and it will start to deplete. After you release shift itself and then you walk normally or run normally, it will replenish. So this is the stamina bar in Black Desert Online, and when you are using skills at a higher level for combat, it will involve stamina. So running and skills involve stamina, which is why it is very important. So how do we level this stamina? To level breath, which is equivalent to stamina, you will need to make your character run constantly. And to do so, you will need to create an autopath. Autopath allows you to run from point A to point B, and if you let it auto loop, it will repeat the action. So how do we do this? The first thing I'll recommend is to find an entrance of a town, okay, of a safe zone. So once you're at the entrance of a town area, press M, and you want to zoom into the map. What you want to look for is your character icon, which is symbolized by this white human character icon, and you want to locate a straight path as straight as possible. So I'm going to pinpoint point B, the end path over here, and this is my start, this is my end, and I'm going to do a right click. When I do this right click, you guys realize there's a blue line. A blue line means my character will travel from the start point to the end point, and it will stop. However, you will realize also one more thing: there's a set loop autopath button over here, and once I click on it, this path will turn green. What it means is my character will now from starting point go to the end point, and he will run back to the starting point again and again, back and forth. So the moment you set the auto loop, okay, button on, it will turn green and your character will just keep running forward, backwards. So I'm going to show you a sample right now. How do you start running? You press T for train on the keyboard, and your character will begin running on the path that you set. The next thing you want to know is this: by pressing shift on the keyboard right now, making your character sprint will increase the speed of the training of breath, which is equivalent to stamina. So as you can see, it's reaching the end point right now, and because I set auto loop on, it will go back to the start point. And at this start point right now, you will see the loop occurs. It will run back to the other endpoint. So this is how you actually train breath, by making your character run along the same path again and again and again. And if you can press the shift button every now and then, it speeds up the process. The next item we're going to talk about is actually strength, which is equivalent to weight. Weight means how much your character can carry. Every item in Black Desert Online has a weight. So if you press I for inventory, and if you look at the items, there's this area that tells you the weight. Certain items will have totally 0 weight for certain purpose, and certain items like this one will have 0.30 LT. So the more weight your character can carry, of course, it is the better, for the fact that let's say for example, if you're doing combat at maybe level 55 and above, when you go to the desert, the town where you can sell the items to the NPC is going to be very far away from your combat zone. So the more weight you can carry means the longer you can last while you're out there without having to go back to town again. The training method is actually very similar to breath. You set an auto path, let the character loop round and round with an additional difference. This difference comes in the way that how Black Desert Online named this attribute. It is named as strength for training how much weight you can carry. So in real life, when you want to train strength, you have to carry heavy stuff to train your muscles. So you need to look for a trait manager NPC over here. You need to interact with the NPC, select trait, and then all you need to do is click tick on any of the item. Quantity will be 1. Just press OK. Make sure you have some money with you. And once you press OK, you will end up on the right side over here, which is your shopping cart. All you need to do is bring your mouse all the way to the bottom and press Purchase All. Select Yes, and you would have purchased the item. All you need to do next is press Escape, Escape. And you realize that your character right now has this heavy pack of item behind her back. And she's gonna take a while to move around because you can't really sprint. Yes, you can, but it's gonna be a very slow process. So right now, all you need to do is press M. If you have a previous path that has been set, to reset it, you can do a right click, and this will disable the previous path. Now, I'm gonna do another right click to the same point over here. Again, blue line. At the bottom here, I'm going to click this auto path icon. It now becomes a green line. I'm going to press escape and I'm going to press T. So it's exactly the same process as of how you train breath, with the additional portion that you need to get a trait item from the trait manager NPC. And you need to let your character just walk all the way and just keep doing the same thing over and over again. Finally, once you're done training, all you need to do is just press I on your inventory and then left click the item, drag it to your bin icon and just throw it away. And that'll be all. So your character will resume its normal status. So for the last item is actually health, and to me health is actually the hardest to train because you are always limited by an item cooldown timing. Okay, so cooldown in Black Desert Online is also known as CD, a short form for it. And what you want to do is that you want to now locate the marketplace NPC. So how do I find the trait manager? How do I locate the marketplace NPC? The first thing you want to look at is the top right of your screen, which is near the mini-map. There is actually this magnifying glass icon, which you can left click on it. And over here, you can actually right click and you will go to the trait manager like this. You can also look for marketplace, do another right click, and your character will auto run to the marketplace. So you can press shift to have a quick sprint and you arrive at the marketplace NPC. The first step is to interact with the marketplace NPC. Click Central Market, go to the consumable section, and then go to food. In this window, all you need to do is click Sort Item by Grade if you want to look at the items by the grades. Each grade of item will give you a different EXP amount, which I will indicate this in the video's description so as not to prolong this video. You can also alternatively sort this by price by clicking this icon over here, and you will be able to see from the cheapest item available on the list. Now, if you want to buy, for example, green soup, all you need to do is left click this item again, go to the listed ones, select the quantity, 3 for now, press OK, and then you will click buy. It will ask you to confirm, just press yes. And then what you can do now is escape, go to manage warehouse, this button over here, and you will see the green soup somewhere, which is over here. Right click, max quantity, bring it into your inventory. So this is how you actually buy a food item. And what you need to do next is you can press the inventory with I, use a right click to consume it directly, or pull it into your skill slots over here, and you can always be reminded that you can press the skill slot button and you will start to consume the food. So do bear in mind that each food will have different types of cooldown. For example, right now it shows 29M, which the duration is 30 minutes for the food to last you, and also the cooldown is 30 minutes as well. So after 30 minutes, you want to press this button again to constantly be eating food to improve your health stats. What I want to do is to remind you guys to put it into your quick slot, because every time you see this quick slot not having a cooldown, you will automatically go and press it because you realize that hey, it's time to level this attribute again. So now that we have covered how to level up your strength, your breath, and also your health, the next thing I want to do is to announce that I have actually opened up my Discord channel, and it is open for every one of you guys who are watching this video to join us in the Discord server, to chat around, ask questions, and to stay up to date with the latest event information. So feel free to click the link in the description and join us in the Discord server. And the next thing I also want to give a quick shout out is Jumino from Fyre Guild, and also Cielef and also Aquilas from the Disboard guild. Okay, I'm gonna put the names on the screen right now in case I actually pronounce them wrongly. These few players are the first few to actually spot me and recognize my character in the game itself. So I'm really thankful for you guys being able to recognize me. And my in-game family name is actually Avantis, Arvantis. So if you ever spot me, feel free to say hi. And the last item I want to bring to you guys is this. There's this player, okay, by the name of Ft.Aurafyre, okay, also known as Auraenys in the forum. I'm not sure if I pronounced the name correctly, but in February she actually hosted this in-game event. Okay, it's a player hosted event, which is BDO's next top model. In April, which is right now, she is actually hosting another event, which is Play with Auraenys Newbie Level Up activity. Now, this is actually an in-game player hosted activity, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these links in the description below for you guys to check it out. If you have more questions, you can actually respond in the forum post, which I'm also going to indicate in the links in the description, or you can come to my Discord because she is there to check out the info with her directly. So without further ado, I hope you guys stay safe, be well at the same time, and thank you so much for your support. I'll see you guys in the Discord channel, and take care. Bye bye.